Hi Pisces, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we're going a little bit unhinged with it all, okay? Not gonna lie. One of those weeks, guys, but we are just gonna have a look at whatever important messages are coming out for you. And we will also be looking at some answers that you need at the moment. So if there's a specific question you have in mind or a specific, situation or some issue going on in your life, that you want to sort of get it some sort of clarification or answer for, hold that in your mind, and we will have a look at that, at what sort of wants to come through for that as well. Okay, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate your support. Every little bit really does help. Okay, but I am using the Oracle of the Shapeshifters as well as the Blackbird lenormand, just to see sort of what's going on for you, what important messages you sort of need to know. And then when it comes to your question, the answers that you're going to be receiving today, we do have the Answer Oracle. I have the Angel Answers Oracle. And I also have this awesome little, it is actually a kids magic 8 ball. Okay, so we're going to be using that today as well. Thought I'd try something a bit new, a bit random, see how it works out for us. Why not? Let me know in the comments what you think of the 8 ball after we are done here. But getting into it for you, Pisces. Pisces, what's going on for Pisces? Important messages for our Pisces. Important messages for Pisces. Okay. I actually had a very similar energy coming through for Gemini. You do just seem to be a little bit more advanced in the timeline than Gemini with this energy here. Okay, we do have butterflies in gloom. After sadness, happiness and hope returning. Okay, as well as dinosaur friends, which is childhood treasures resurfacing. So, when we are looking at this energy here, it is very, very likely that this has got to do with a specific childhood related thing. Okay, childhood treasures resurfacing. I do feel that there's it does talk about after sadness. So a sadness in your childhood, a sadness in your past. And when we say childhood, it doesn't necessarily mean, when you're really small. It's just, more so the formative years, anywhere from, when you are a small child through to, teenage years as well. I do feel for you, Pisces, this might be a little bit closer to something that's happened when you're a teenager. And we're just having some resurfacing emotions, or something's happening or has been happening that is sort of bringing things back up to the surface from something around that time period. It's not being super clear here, but it's like something that's happening in your life now. It's like bringing up emotions that you haven't had for a very long time, things that you've dealt with, many, many years ago, and all of a sudden it's sort of something is spurring the memory of that. Like, it might just be like similar emotions. For some of you, it could actually be like reconnecting with somebody from that time period in your life, or even just talking with somebody about something that happened in that time period of your life. We'll have a look here, because we do see, though, hope and happiness, the return of hope and happiness as well. So there may be like an element to this where you're realizing that you're dealing with something differently to how you have dealt with these sorts of issues in the past, or for some of you, I feel like it's like a childhood friend that you haven't seen for a very, very long time, and they're resurfacing, and that's the hope and happiness that's returning. You're like, I never thought I'd see you again kind of energy. Clarify this message for Pisces, please. What's this important message for our Pisces? Clarify that first card for Pisces, please. Okay, and I just want to know, just nosy, as we all know, what exactly is the sadness that you're pointing out here? Sadness points out sadness. The sadness that we're talking about, we have the Tower and the Hurt, okay, which is the cross energy in this particular deck. So it does hold, more so things like the burden of the foundation that has been built, the way the foundation has been built in your younger formative years. I do feel like for some of you, this is actually talking specifically about religious institution because, like I said, the Hurt card, it is the Cross card, okay, which is highly religious, spiritual based. But the burden of that rather than the positive of that, we're looking with this deck, it does look a little bit more at the burden of spiritual, like the spiritual burden and the religious burdens that you carry. So with the Tower there as well, that definitely could be talking about, actual structure, building blocks kind of energy. So it could actually talk about the foundation of, your religious beliefs and your, it could even refer to an actual building like a church or something along those lines. Like the religious structure. I just keep getting that phrase, religious structure. And the formative, it's something formative within the religious structure. And that's what the sadness is that you feel as though it's not necessarily sadness. It's like, you kind of, I feel like it's kind of along the lines of you're looking at things a little bit differently now and realizing that the way that was, the foundation of that was built within you when you were younger, it doesn't really match who you are now. It is kind of what I'm getting here. And you're kind of actually coming across a way through this past resurfacing energy. You're realizing that you can actually reintegrate yourself a little bit clearer with, that because it feels like you've it's really hard to explain this, Pisces. It's like it feels like the way that the structure of religion was formed within you in the past and the way that, religion is currently structured within you, you kind of feel like these are two completely separate things. Whereas whatever's happening here, this resurfacing energy, it allows you to actually come into alignment with, the person you were in the past and the person that you are now, finding that like middle ground between those two sides of yourself and allowing that to actually be integrated rather than completely two separate versions of yourself, this childhood version of what I thought religion was all about and this adult version of what I now know it to be for me. You're more able to reintegrate and sort of come into alignment with your own self when it comes to the foundation of your personal beliefs, your religion, basically, is what I'm picking up here. I do feel for a lot of you it's got to do with religion specifically. But the hope and happiness that's returning, we have the love clarified by the fish. Okay, so this is somebody that was, something or someone that was definitely very close to your heart, something that you cared a lot about, that childhood treasure, whether that be a person or, something else. For some of you, it's a something else. It's not necessarily a person. It's like you literally are finding a toy that you had in childhood and Because for some of you, it's the abundance, the wealth, the joy that's creating in your heart currently is what's sort of bringing this bonding between the childhood version of yourself and the new version of yourself. We have the letter and the writer both coming through as well. So, for those of you where this is a person, you definitely are having incoming communication from somebody from your past. Otherwise we are seeing some sort of communication, good news. The past is resurfacing. It's good news. It's a good resurfacing, okay? And it does really help you find cohesion within your own self in some kind of a way here. I know that that's a little bit you know, I'm struggling to explain it is what I'm sort of getting at here. But I do hope that is sort of making sense to everyone within the collective. Like obviously it's going to be a little bit different for everybody anyway. For some of you that is people, for some of you that is something. For some of you, you may actually be coming across, paperwork or like I'm getting like old diary entries things that you've written when you were a child, and it's actually really sparking this sense of joy and helping you find this sense of abundance and joy and wealth within your own belief system somehow. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. I kind of feel like it's one of those things, Pisces, where it may not even make sense to you right now, but then as soon as this pops up and resurfaces into your life, you're like, oh, that's what that was. And it all kind of makes sense as it happens. So I'll just hope that's what happens for a lot of you there. But it may already be resonating as well. But we will ask for your answers now, Pisces. So if there is a specific question that you do have in mind, a specific issue in your life that you would like a little bit of clarity, have a bit of a think about that and hold that in your mind, and we'll have a look. The answers that Pisces needs, please. What are the answers that Pisces needs? What are the answers that Pisces needs? One more. Okay, well, I'll flip our 8 ball, see what that wants to say. Let that settle while I grab these other cards. Sorry for all the sniffling, guys. My allergies are a bit crazy. Oh, Pisces, the answer that Pisces needs, please. Get to the surface. Okay, so it's your lucky day is what that says. Sorry, I can't really show you guys what this says, but it does say it's your lucky day. Okay, so whatever the answer that you're after here, it is your lucky day. This situation is heading in the way that you want. There is this message here though that it's kind of beyond your control. Like things are happening without you needing to really do anything here. Things are just going to sort of happen. Things are just going to sort of fall into place. It's your lucky day. Everything's working out how you need it to, regardless of what you do here. Don't think twice, just do it. So like if you are being drawn to just do something in regard to this situation, don't double guess yourself. Just go ahead, just do it. If you feel drawn to do something or say something, just do it. Don't even think about it, just do it. It's beyond your control. Like it's like the universe is just dragging you along for the ride here, Pisces. We do see take advice from friends. And we also have ask your angels. Okay, so I do feel that for a lot of you, there is the need for some of you, especially where this is more along the lines of a situation, an issue that you're having. Listen to the people around you that support you, what they are saying about the situation. Ask for advice from, spiritual means as well. ask your angels, your spirit guides, whatever that is that you personally, believe in. Ask your angels. Take advice from your friends. Friends can be angels in your life as well. All right, but it is up to you, Pisces. Once again, don't think twice. Just do it. It's up to you. Just follow your intuition. You're heading straight into abundance with this situation, though. We do have abundance there for you. It's your lucky day. Okay, Pisces, it's your lucky day. Everything is falling into place. You're just going to be drawn to do the right thing at the right time. Everything is going to work out and lead you to abundance with this situation. Okay, so I hope that that's the answer that you were after. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the Magic 8 Ball idea. I do, not only do I have this beautiful little kids love heart one, I do have a more standard traditional Magic 8 Ball that I am able to use as well. So let me know what you think, guys. I'd really appreciate your opinions. Subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.